And this is the big problem with New Year's resolutions. This is the big problem with it. This is the problem that I have with it. Is that people, when they set these New Year's resolutions, they primarily focus on the end result and not the habits they need in order to get to that end result. And so that's
drop a pin. You got
no, we ain't got no. We don't have no buttons. But that's But that's the thing, man. Like that, and that's what I've been trying to explain while we've been doing this podcast. We need to understand that habits translate to wins.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. Let go. All my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch. Yeah, your bitch might get pulled. I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't got time for the bull. Okay, all my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch. Yeah, your bitch might get pulled. If you see us in the streets, no talking, let's go. No time.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Riley, a.k.a. Riley the Great, and you are now tuned in to another episode of the Millennial Mayhem podcast.
Yes, sir.
We here. It's a new year, nigga.
It's a new year, man. As y'all know, I got my cousin with me, Young Tony D. What's going on, G?
It is a beautiful day in Zamunda.
Already, bro.
I had to bring it back, bro,
Already.
because hey, it's 70-something degrees in January.
Yeah,
I don't know where everybody else is
Yep.
in the U.S. of A, but here in Houston, Texas, we got some beautiful weather today.
Hey, it's going
bro.
down out there for sure. And then we also got the abominable light skin young Ray Matthews, bro. Got the, you know what I'm saying, got the chin strap and, you know what I'm saying, looking like one of them Israelites, you feel me? Got the do-rag, all that, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
you bitch ass niggas better be careful now. My shit, what? I don't know. Zoom in, cameraman. I don't know. We got it's a new year, so we got a whole staff. Zoom in, cameraman. My shit about to connect. You motherfuckers gonna be mad at me, nigga.
He ain't zooming in on
That shit ain't he was not zooming in on
Niggas
that.
gonna be mad at me, bitch.
Hey, we got a good show for y'all today. This is the first episode of season 4, 2023.
Let's
you know what I'm
get it.
saying? We're gonna try to, we coming in with a bang this year. We're gonna make sure we be on top of all our shit. We're gonna keep providing the content that y'all want to see. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
YouTube and other.
I'm gonna pat you on the back. Fam.
Okay.
4 seasons, fam.
4 seasons.
Working on 4
yeah.
seasons. This is dope.
Hell yeah.
4
This is
seasons.
dope.
It's been an up and down journey, man. But
we still at it.
we still at it, and you know, me personally, I have learned a lot about myself while we've been doing this podcast. So I do appreciate this opportunity, and you know, what I'm saying, hopefully we can just keep on growing, man. You know,
Absolutely.
keep on growing.
Hey, it ain't no choice but to go up, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no way up. Ain't no.
What my boy Martin?
You know what I'm trying to say.
My
Shit.
boy Martin told Wallace, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
That's
it, dog.
Yeah. This nigga love bringing Martin up.
Yeah.
I do.
Couple announcements. We're gonna be pushing the merch this year.
Absolutely.
For sure. Be looking out for that in a couple of months. Starting off with t-shirts, and then we're gonna move on, so forth from there. Also, we're going to be streaming on YouTube, and also Facebook. So don't forget to go out there and go like our page. Don't forget to go subscribe to the YouTube channel, and man, look out for us, man, because we coming.
Yeah.
Join the
Yeah,
stream.
we coming.
Yeah,
Join the
we
stream. Talk your shit. Ask questions. Do whatever you got to do. Just come join us, man. Y'all know how it is with us.
Yeah,
We coming. Like Dion, we coming.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Dion, bro.
Boss.
So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it today. All right, man. Hey, well, what we're gonna start off with today is first we gotta talk about Damar Hamlin. Man, I'm happy that he's recovering. You know what I'm saying. That was a scary sight on the field.
100%.
But we really gotta talk about how, you know, the conversation between Skip and Shannon regarding Mr. Damar.
Yeah. If like you always do, if you have been under a rock, you haven't seen what's going on. Damar Hamlin injured himself in the Monday Night Football game between the
Bills and the Bengals.
Yeah, Bills and the Bengals. Freak accident, bro. It didn't even if you was watching the game live. Honestly, I didn't think anything was going on. I just thought it was a kind of like an injury.
Yeah.
I missed the play.
Yeah.
And they didn't show the play the entire time. They didn't show it. I had to go on my phone to actually see what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's like, bro, it's like it was the easiest, like not even a vicious hit. He just you know what I'm saying, took in the hit, fell on the ground. He got up, and it looked like he was about to, like, you know what I'm saying, like celebrate. He kind of did one of them moves, and then straight to the ground, man. Straight to the ground, man.
It was scary. It was scary. You know, I know, Steve, I know you didn't seen. Well, I mean, we played football just in high school, you know, and even in high school, man, we seen all kind of injuries. I've seen torn ACLs, broken bones. I've seen people get knocked out cold.
Yeah, I mean
that one was a little different, bro, because he got up, like Ray said, he got up and then he just collapsed back down. But I'm glad he's doing so much better.
Yeah.
So let me
turn your mic on.
We gotta be real about what happened. He died, bro. He died on the field. He literally, his heart stopped. He died, and they resuscitated him and brought him back. So, like, we have never, nobody has ever seen nothing like that.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a whole different ball game. Yeah. You're absolutely correct about that. Which is why I think everybody was getting on Skip's ass because Skip tried to clarify his tweet, and on the following episode of Undisputed.
Yeah.
Well, let's read his tweets from how he posted them, because I think that's what's important.
Okay.
Like I get what he said, but let's just be real and read how he did. Okay. So the very first tweet that he posted says, "Not exactly sure what happened to Damar Hamlin," which nobody who really watched it live was sure, right?
Just read the tweet.
Players. Let me do this, bitch.
Don't give no context.
Hey,
players,
come on.
Just read it.
Players on both teams are shaken. Ambulance out on the field. CPR administered. Can't remember play being stopped for this length of time. Just said a prayer for him and his family. Then he tweeted, "I've seen so many horrific injuries suffered on football fields, yet have never have I seen a reaction like this. In every other situation I witnessed or covered, the game always went on fairly quickly. The attitude was, hey, that's football. For these players, that was different." Then the next tweet, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game. But how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant." That was the tweet that was really in question by everybody. So, yeah. Go ahead, though. Say, I just wanted to read those to get the order of it down.
Yeah, for sure. Well, see, and I mean, even with you reading those previous tweets, because I never saw the ones that he posted before that last one. I just saw the last one, and my interpretation of it was, you know, he was using his writer's wordplay, you know, because he's been in journalism like 30, 40 some odd years. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought he was using this kind of wordplay in order to amplify the significance of the injury by saying that the game is irrelevant. You know, ultimately the game is irrelevant. But when reading that, you know, that's how I took it that day. Now, the following day, he got on TV and was talking about how he saw injuries from, what was that, Johnny, what was it? I forgot the guy's name, but Lawrence Taylor. Joe Theismann broke his leg. He said he saw those injuries. He seen some other injuries where people got knocked out. And yet
Alex Smith,
yeah,
one of the worst injuries.
Right, and yet the game still went on. So he was kind of like, you know, prefacing his comments by saying that in previous situations, the game still moved forward. But like Marcus said, we've never seen anybody have to be resuscitated out on the field. So this situation in its entirety is in its own league. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for Skip to do that, I think that was a little, a tad bit insensitive for him to go that route.
Even the NFL tried to continue the game after all that shit happened. They tried to continue the game. What they did was they told like they was trying to continue it after, you know, he got carted off the field. The team, the people on the field was like, nah, we what you mean? We not playing. We can't even concentrate. So the whole thing with Skip wasn't about what he said. It was the context of what he was saying. It was like, bro, you thinking about an NFL game right now when this man just died on the field? Yeah. Like, we got to be real about what happened. Yeah. He died. Like, if somebody just started shooting on the field and somebody died, nobody would be thinking about what happens with the NFL. But because he died on the field, bro, like you can't even think about NFL right now. What are you talking about?
Right. My only thing with Skip, and I know why Skip got the ultimate backlash, because there were some other people who actually work for sports, like ESPN, who said way worse stuff than Skip. They didn't receive half the backlash, but they also sent apologies and, all that kind of BS. I don't even remember their names. I even know Warren Sapp said some bullshit too. Called that man soft. You know what I'm saying? And it's still up on Instagram. People's tired of Skip's bullshit, basically.
Yep.
Skip has been an insensitive cat. Like he's always, just trying to, be the antagonist, get that word play, to get his ratings. And a lot of players have been tired of it. Like when he did that to Dak, that's when I was like, all right, you doing that to your Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? Right. The quarterback. No, man. Players are tired of it.
Be specific. What you was talking about?
So he remember Dak's brother had committed suicide, and Skip was saying, hey, you're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody wants to hear that you're depressed and all of this. They want you to be a leader of men. And it's like, whoa, hold on. Somebody's brother dying is way bigger than football. That's going to weigh a lot on somebody's mental. You can't be that insensitive to say something like that. Right. And I think when Skip started doing stuff like that, and he's done it a few times, bro, players are pissed. Nobody wants to hear that out of you no more. So people just lit his ass up.
I think people really, that was insensitive. I never even knew that Skip did that. So that's super interesting. But people's beef with Skip doesn't have to do with him being necessarily insensitive in that way. That was somebody's brother, like you said. That's different. People was just tired of him being the antagonist as far as how they were performing in general. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how he was. But like I said, if you watch the game real time, remember, he is still a reporter, so he does have to talk about these things. And if you watch the game real time, no one knew what was going on the field. We just knew a player was down. So I'm sitting here thinking the entire time, like, dang, what's going on? Like, dang, he must be really hurt. Like, when they gonna start the game back? It was a good game, and we was getting into it. There's a lot of hype behind it. Nobody knew that he had died on the field. They never even showed the replay the entire time that he was down there. They didn't do any of that stuff. Everybody was just as confused as to what. The only people that probably knew what was going on really were the people that were on the field. I didn't realize that shit was happening because CPR being administered, you don't necessarily die when you get CPR. You can die if CPR is not administered. You get CPR administered when the heart stops pumping blood. That's the reason that you get CPR. You can die if CPR isn't administered. So when we heard CPR, still don't even know why he got to get CPR or what was going on. Not to say that I was thinking like he was when I heard CPR, but I get what he was saying, because if you were at home watching it live, you was thinking like, dang, okay, when is the game gonna get restarted? I was like moving around doing stuff.
See, that's where I disagree with you at. Like right away when that shit happened, and probably like 15 minutes after that shit started happening, and when they said that they have to do like they said it on the air, like
9 minutes into it.
Yeah,
they
had
said
to resuscitate him, and then I called my brother because Adrian loved the Bills, that's his team or whatever, and I was like, bro, I don't know how anybody can play football after this. Like, imagine the thing that's going through somebody's brain after you see somebody just die. You got to be real. Like, I know what you're saying. Like, technically, when your heart stops, you haven't died. Like when your brain functions, but when your heart stops, you dead, bro. Like you literally, when people say my heart stopped 3 times, you died 3 times. He died on the field. So when they said they had to resuscitate him and restart his heart, like I had to call.
They didn't say all that. They just said
they did.
They said CPR was administered. Like, bro, that's you acting like they were not delivering information. That's why everybody was so distraught.
Maybe I'm confluting shit. Like
you taking what you know now about the situation and realizing the magnitude of it, because it was a big situation. But in the moment, bro, it was not that nobody knew what was happening.
But to have to administer CPR is still a serious
100%. And like I said, he said he was praying. He said he was doing all of that. The only thing he did was reported on the situation. He should have said it in a different way. Like, this entire time I was thinking until this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he didn't use his words well.
That was Steve's point,
and that's what
Skip knows his wordplay, man.
Yeah,
you've been doing this longer than I've been living.
And then on
40.
And then on top of that, I'm gonna just make this point. Then on top of that, you have 2 episodes post the incident, and you show no remorse or any attrition, nothing regarding what you posted, even when your co-host was going into his diatribe to explain how he felt about the entire situation. You cut him off.
I would have cut him off too. Listen. He apologized for his tweet. He said,
"No, he didn't. He never apologized. No, he did not.
Hold on.
Skip never apologized for his tweet. What he said was, I want to be clear.
If you took it
that
out of context.
I want to be clear that I support. The guys. I forget his name.
Hamlin.
Hamlin's. And I want him to be safe. And all I care about is him. That's what Skip said. He never apologized for saying what he said. And matter of fact, he doubled down on it when he was talking to Shannon. He said, "I'm not apologizing for what I said."
Yep.
He also said that he's not taking it down.
I'm not taking it down, and I'm not apologizing for what I said.
What does he have to apologize for? He did not say anything wrong.
Sometimes, bro, sometimes I could say, bro, man, that shirt ugly as hell. And then you take it as like, bro, I worked my hardest that I can to buy this shirt, and now you calling it ugly. Me thinking the shirt is ugly don't change, but I'm gonna say, bro, my bad, bro. I ain't realized that it was that important to you. Skip needs to realize what happened.
He says, "Nothing is more important than that young man's health. That was the point of my last tweet. I'm sorry if that was misunderstood, but his health is all that matters."
Are you serious?
Again,
He did say
everything else is irrelevant. I prayed for him and will continue to.
Are you serious, bro?
But here's the thing.
If somebody say, bro, I'm sorry that you misunderstood my tweet. The fuck, nigga?
That's not a real apology. That's not a real apology.
That is. I've heard that so many times. Like, I'm sorry you took it that way, but I didn't mean it that way.
That's not an apology. Just because nigga, I took it that way. Don't tell me you sorry because I took it that way.
That's literally me apologizing for you taking it that way.
No, but you can't apologize for how I took it. Apologize for how you delivered it, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. He not apologizing for his actions. He's apologizing because everybody missed. I'm apologizing for y'all
because he doesn't feel like what he said was wrong. I think everybody. I think the magnitude of what it was.
Time out. I don't want to go too far into this. You know what I'm saying? Because we got some other topics to discuss. But, I understand everybody has their viewpoints on Skip. But, in my opinion, I think Skip could have handled that a little bit better than what he did. Especially, and not even bump the tweet. I'm just talking about him and how he addresses his co-host.
Yeah,
that's the thing that bothered me, and that's what I commented on the following day. How you address your co-host. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had that whole spiel mapped out and was ready to say it.
Yeah, and I wanted to hear what Shannon had to say.
Allow him to get it out, and then you come back and say whatever you need to say.
What? Look, he was just defending himself. He said one thing. Hold on real quick. Why can't Shannon just be Shannon cut it off before they even got into the conversation? And I get why he did, and he explained why he did, because he doesn't want to be the quick tempered person that he normally is. So he just didn't address it, which I get.
No, that wasn't it. But
that's what he said in the tweet.
Yeah, but that's not the reason why he did it.
That's literally
his brother said that.
He said that. He said that his brother texted him. He posted it. He said his brother texted him that he admires who he is because he doesn't go there. Right. That's what Shannon said.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But his brother said that to him.
Right.
He's saying that. That's why he didn't respond.
The reason why he didn't respond is because he didn't want to take. He didn't want to take the onus off of or the attention off of Damar Hamlin, because he's the most important. Which is why he said he didn't come to work on Monday. He said he didn't come to work on Monday.
I'm just talking about why he didn't respond in the moment.
Because it was moot. It was pointless at the time. He's just like, man, let's just move forward, because he don't want to make it about him and Skip, which is why he didn't go to work on Monday.
Right.
He didn't go to work on Monday because he didn't want to make it about him and Skip.
Like, imagine if Shannon would have lit into Skip, nobody would have been talking about.
Well, you don't have to light into him. Just have the conversation. Why it got to be such a?
There's no conversation that could be had.
Yeah, it can. Why can't we talk through conflict? No, why can't we talk through conflict?
Time out, right? if I'm saying something and I'm going to my whole little monologue and diatribe, and you say, "No, you didn't. No, I didn't
That's
do
not
that."
how it
no,
happened, bro.
wait,
That's
bro.
not how
Okay. Let's bring it back. Hold on. Let's bring it back. Hey,
That's not how it happened, dog.
At the end of the day, people tired of Skip's antagonism. That's all it was. And
It's
it boiled
literally
over,
his job.
It boiled over. Okay.
Literally his job,
They can be
man.
your job, but it boiled over, and people just got fed up with it. Even
Yeah.
Shannon, even
I
his
get it.
co-host. That's the reason why he
Yeah.
said, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, I get it.
let's keep that same energy about Chris Tucker. It's literally his job, bro.
What happened with Chris Tucker?
Got slapped for doing his job.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. I'm sorry.
It boiled over. That's what I said.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it boiled over.
It's the same thing. Okay, moving on. Turn that down, bro.
What are you doing?
Shit, my bad. I didn't know you were here.
You got a mic
Bro,
right
you got a
there.
Oh my god, dog.
All right.
Moving on, man.
Edit that out. Edit that out.
Like, this nigga here just start playing the phone. Like, what you doing?
Shut your long ass.
Yeah, shit. Get the smacking some thick niggas around this hoe. All right. Moving on, man. We're gonna keep it in the same realm of sports, man. We're gonna talk about that boy Dana White, man. There's a video going around right now where he pimp slapped the shit out of his wife,
He
bruh.
slapped the shit out of her.
And
She slapped him first, did she?
yeah, she slapped him first. But
Turned with a vengeance.
he came back full. Well, he kind of looked like he kind of pushed her face a little
he
bit.
Smacked that over.
You think he smacked her? Nah, I wasn't.
Then he tried to return with a different one after that. He might have put it in an MMA movie.
Nah, he didn't. He let her make it after that. So, but DL Hughley made a point following that video saying that if that was any other athlete or whatever, we would have crucified. If he was a black athlete, we would have crucified him.
Absolutely.
What are y'all thoughts on what DL Hughley had to say?
He 1,000% right. Like, bro, you look at it, every black entertainer, not even athlete, every black entertainer, if they've had a domestic dispute, that shit was front page news at least for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, way more
At
than that.
least.
Yeah,
What-
yeah.
I'm just saying at least.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, bro. They're gonna vilify us harder than they will white men. It just happens.
They just took I think he had like a slap competition coming on TV. Go figure. They just canceled the slap competition he had.
For real?
Yeah. But they still doing UFC fights. That ain't suffering at all.
They didn't even take it away. They postponed it for a week.
the slap competition.
Bro, it's just wild, bro.
This nigga Steve can't control himself.
They say,
They say he had a slap competition.
because you already won the first week.
Use that nigga as a promoter, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You want to slap like this?
Yeah. We got all the slaps. We got open hand slaps, closed hand slaps.
Imagine a commercial where they just got Dana White slapping his wife.
A bunch of times.
Hey, come to the slap competition if you want to do this.
That's some fucked up shit. First of all, we laughing and we having fun, but it's messed up that he would put his hands on her like that.
But it's messed up that she put her hands on him. We're not about to do that. We're not about to do that shit.
We can
We're not
go
about to
there.
do that shit. We're
I
not about
always
to do
now
that.
look.
Yeah.
I
You gotta
always
walk
tell
away,
people,
dog.
Hold on. I always tell people, everybody keep their hands to themselves because you don't know what a man gonna do if you hit him. However, I'ma always tell the man, bro,
Walk away, yeah.
please walk away because you have and Dana ain't no little man.
Nah.
That is not a little guy, man. Like he could really like knock her the hell out. Like keep
100%
your hands to yourself.
So I've never
Testosterone.
slapped a bitch that I cared about.
Oh,
I don't
God.
care. You should be hitting
I've
any
slapped
woman.
bitches before.
You shouldn't be hitting any woman, bro. I don't know if you trolling or not, but I like.
No,
you
I'm
should,
dead ass.
Okay, but
Ray
you shouldn't
was
be
right
doing
next
that
to
shit.
me when I did it.
These niggas.
Yeah, you
good.
should.
But what
you
happened though?
Definitely should be doing
the
that
bitch,
shit.
The bitch, like what I'm saying is, there is situations you should not hit a woman. I am big on that. Like I don't hit women, but if somebody threatening your life,
Marcus
bro,
was scared he was about
you
to get
gotta
beat
protect
up.
yourself, bro. Like it's nothing you can do but to protect
Did she have
yourself.
a weapon?
Right.
Marcus was scared he's gonna get beat up.
Now, it was two of them though. One of them was really big though.
Yeah, he was scared he's gonna
She
get beat
ain't no
up.
weapon. She ain't
no
got
weapon,
man,
bro.
she
You
ain't
should
no
walk
weapon.
away.
And we talking about you, but well, let's get back to Dana. Like that's a small woman. She was in her feelings about something, and she hit him. You can eat that, bro. Like
shouldn't-
Walk
yeah,
away,
you
dog.
can eat that,
Walk
bro. From
away.
your wife, man. You can eat that.
Walk away.
But talk
But the-
about what you talking about. Like, do you think that the response that he's gotten is equivalent to what would happen if it was black?
No.
We all agree on
that. That's not even something that we need to even debate because we know that he ain't gonna get nearly the backlash or anything like that in comparison to some like a Ray Rice or something like that.
A week.
But is it because he's powerful and he owns his own league?
No,
though?
it's because he's white.
I think it might be a mix of both.
Think about a black man that owns his own league.
I think he could probably dodge it a little bit. It's a mix of both, bro. You can't you can't play one off the other.
And on top of that,
my bad question. Y'all remember Josh Brown, that punter from the Giants?
Yeah.
Everybody now I remember.
But he got kicked out of the league though.
Yeah, he ain't
Hold
playing no
on.
more.
But this is the thing. Who you remember more for hitting their wife?
Ray Rice. I mean, but he was the
Not
first.
Ray Rice. What's his
Ray
name?
Rice wasn't the first.
The first, like they made an example.
He was recorded. He was recorded on camera.
There we go,
But
there we
people
go,
wasn't even talking about like there were not a lot of people talking about Josh Brown.
Yeah.
Situation like they talk about Ray Rice, and that's before the video came out.
Not even that. Remember, white dude that worked that played for Denver that threw his wife on a bed, had guns, tried to kill her. He thought she was dead. She was in a bathroom, and then when he opened the door, he was like, "Shit, I thought you was dead."
Who was this?
I don't
Some
remember
dude
that.
from Denver. Like, but what I'm saying is nobody cared
remember,
about that.
but-
It wasn't big.
but see that-
what I'm saying about Dana White though is Dana White owns a league. What can you really do to him? Like he
Stop
owns
supporting?
you know what I'm saying?
Stop supporting?
UFC.
Stop supporting.
Nobody about to stop supporting the UFC, bro. It's bigger than boxing right now. Nobody about to.
and then let's all keep it a buck. It wasn't as, and I'll be honest, it wasn't as vicious.
Yeah.
It was
as some of these other attacks that we've seen.
Yeah.
Like Joe Mixon, the girl hit him first, but he
responded.
rocked.
He responded.
Like that looked very, very vicious.
Mixon slept that hoe.
Yeah. Ray Rice, that looked vicious. Even the running back that tried to get off, my man that was playing for Kansas City. He was going all crazy and stuff.
27. Can't think. Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt, yeah, that looked, he was like going crazy. The viciousness wasn't the same. So I'm thinking everybody
this
gonna
is the problem
from that
though. Like how he slapped her was just normal relationship slaps. Like I don't hit women, but I'm saying like I've seen that happen with boyfriend and girlfriend. What I'm saying is, it gets more vicious than that. He slapped her harder than that before.
But let's talk about we can also say that Blueface and slapped the crap out of Krishan and everybody still loved him. He done slapped the crap out of her and knocked her down.
Krishan be beating the shit out of Blueface. So like I'm just gonna let
they
it
are in
make
an
it.
abusive relationship, and I hate it.
And everybody,
I'm more upset about Blueface. I feel bad for him. Like that nigga be getting beat up, bro.
But I mean, I'm just saying, everybody love it. You know what I'm saying? He a black dude, but everybody just love that drama.
They love the drama.
Yeah,
That shit's stupid though.
Yeah.
That shit is dumb.
So
This nigga really do be getting his ass beat up on video, dog.
yeah,
She posted a video of his black eyes. It was like, you don't want to have this happen to you again. He was like, man, chill, man.
Bro, stop going back, dog. Please stop going back. It's not worth it, dog.
What she got between her legs?
You could get any. No.
I don't know if he can get any
Hold
broader.
on. I don't know where y'all about to go real quick, but talking about abusing women, y'all saw Bill Cosby about to go on tour?
Oh, we don't care about that.
For real?
Bill Cosby going on tour.
He going on tour.
I thought he was in jail.
No,
No,
he out
he's-
of
He
jail.
been out of jail, bro.
Man, look, I don't keep.
Y'all don't care about Bill Cosby going on tour?
I mean, I never watched Bill Cosby besides the few Cosby
Cosby Show.
episodes I
If he
caught.
come to Houston, I'm going to his comedy show.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go right ahead. Like, I mean, there ain't nobody that I'm just a fan of like that. Do you think?
Marcus said, y'all not toxic enough for me today. Fuck y'all.
Bro, that shit funny, bro. Like, the nigga going on tour after he just...
Man, I don't care about that nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's why, which is the reason why he's not on the outline. Nobody give a shit about that nigga. He can go on tour, go make your money. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you got off. It is what it is. Moving on.
Fuck you, Marcus.
All right, since we are in the new year,
Yes, sir.
Since it's 2023, it's January. This is a moment of reflection on the previous year. I gotta ask y'all, for 2022, if you had any resolutions or any goals, did you get them done?
My main goal, yeah. Increase that salary, boss. And I did that.
Yeah.
So you only had one?
Well, I said the main one. That was my main.
So
what about the other ones?
I'm asking you, how did your list of resolutions go last year?
I accomplished all except for one, and it's an ongoing thing.
And
So I don't. It's a goal of mine to be involved in church, and that's it. It didn't even start as a actual resolution. It was just like, all right, you need to do better, and that's why I say it's an ongoing thing. So I'm just keep going. So you can. I haven't found a church home. Let me say that I don't have a new church home yet. This is why I say I haven't checked it off, but it's an ongoing thing.
What happened to your church?
Not going there.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
You're just not going to the church.
Right,
you used
right.
to. Okay. I didn't know that.
But that's all. Like other than that, I knocked the hell out of all my goals.
You did?
What other kind of goals did you have?
Shoot, more mental health. I did a lot of me time. Made myself available to do stuff for me. I got caught up in doing. You always get caught up. Just being a family. You got kids, get a wife. And all of that. I was constantly just doing stuff for them. And I was just like, bro, I need to find me an outlet and do something. And I started doing stuff for me. That was one. That was it.
What about you, Roy?
I didn't have many goals last year. The only resolution that I had was my finances. Just like trying to establish a system for how I save and do all that stuff. I started off good. I did good like January, February, March. But as far as the system go, when the first or second week in March, I stopped using the system. I did save more than I ever saved before in my life last year, which is good. But I didn't do the system like I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like you got some people that have books. I bought like a financial book. I was putting money in envelopes and doing all kind of stuff. And I didn't keep up with it that way. I started saving a different way, but that way just seemed like too much for me. Life got too busy. I didn't have time for that anymore. So I didn't complete it for the year. That was the only one I had last year.
So you're saying that became a little bit overwhelming, or?
Yeah, doing it, bro. I had because I make cash. So the way I had it set up was I was doing this envelope system where you put your bills on an envelope, and then you just go in, and each day I would put money in a different envelope. I have a certain amount that I have to get to for each bill that month, and I was putting money in the envelopes to kind of save for the bills, pay myself every week. I had this whole system going. The system was just too much, you know what I'm saying, after a while to keep up with. So,
do y'all think we kind of, for these resolutions, y'all think we kind of go too far and with them? Because you explaining your resolution, it seemed like that could have been a lot simpler than what it was. So, do you think we kind of go too far with it? Like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that, when it can just simply be, well, let me just do this. Let me pick up this little habit. And then, okay, I got this down. Let me go to the next one.
You know what I think it is, bro? I think is the fact that people wait until the new year and then press on. However, okay, I ain't trying to just, go there with you, but your saving habit, your saving habit, it was bad. You didn't have to wait until the new year to do it, but it seems like because you waited, you're like, oh, now I got to go balls to the wall. When you can slowly develop a habit before the new year. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I kind of, that's what I think. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's how I think about it. Like people wait and then they just go balls to the walls and it flames out.
I think that it's not a bad thing that you go balls to the wall. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that the bottom line is like when you set these resolutions, most people set resolutions for things that they just don't do at all. So when you set these resolutions, it doesn't matter what level you take it to. It's gonna be a big mountain to climb. You know what I'm saying? Like my saving, like you said, was trash. So whatever plan I set for myself as far as savings goes, it was gonna be trash. I didn't have any idea which direction I wanted to go, and I just picked one that may have been too much work. Like you said, there's probably easier ways to do it. I think the goal that I was looking for ultimately was to actually save, right? Gotcha. The processes behind it was just like, there's so many different methods. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you have one. You, an accountant, you for sure fucking got one. Marcus save one way. Everybody does it different. Like you said, though, the method that I picked was way too fucking complicated, but like you said, like the goal, like you ended up achieving that goal anyway.
Right.
So
like you said, the method is neither here nor there. The only thing that matters when it comes to the method is if it fizzles out,
right?
Like completely,
right.
Like go from 200 miles an hour and then you just come to a halt, zero.
Yeah.
Now if you start off at 200 miles and then you have like a little chink that comes up and then you have to drop down to 150 or 100, then I think that's all right as long as you can complete it and stay the course throughout the entire year. But it's those moments where people, they create these outlandish resolutions that they know they can't uphold to where it starts becoming really moot to even make them.
I disagree. 100% with what you just said. I disagree. I think that if you create a lofty goal, even if you like what they say, shoot for the stars, aim for the moon.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't accomplish the goal that you're trying, same with Ray. He shot for the moon. I mean, for the stars, but he ended up being a way better saver than he was ever before. So he didn't accomplish the goal that he wanted, but he still. So when people be doing what you're saying is like just shooting, like they be making these. I want to lose 100 pounds in 2 weeks. Maybe they won't lose 100 pounds in 2 weeks. Of course they won't, but they may lose 2 pounds. Then they lose 4 pounds. Then they lose, like, at least they trying. Like I agree with that.
The problem is when you bitch ass niggas start hating on niggas who make these resolutions and they have these lofty goals, and they have these lofty goals and they don't get to them, and then as soon as they don't get to them, you crush them. Like you see, I knew your ass wasn't gonna do that, nigga. That was way too big of a goal anyway. But not you, Steve. The fuck, Marcus. No. I was saying, like, I knew you wasn't gonna do that. That was way too big of a goal. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like then it becomes it starts bothering with your mental.
Remember they used to always have that nigga be like, bro, you smoking weed? Nigga smoking weed? You be like, bro, I'm about to stop smoking weed. I'm gonna change my life, bro. And nigga in the corner be like.
Yeah. No faith in you. No faith.
That nigga always in the room. That smack nigga.
But I mean, even when you in a corporation at your job, we have these programs in place where they want their employees to set realistic goals for the year or set realistic goals for 6 months. And the reason why they want their employees to do that, even at my job, they want us to do that in order to gain our confidence with what we're doing.
Good point.
So to give yourself an outlandish goal that you have to deviate from everything that you're doing right now in order to get to, I think it's like it's low key, like it's stupid, and it can end up being demoralizing to you if you don't eventually achieve that goal. Like if you just said like. If a woman, somebody or not anybody says I want to lose 100 pounds, instead of saying that, just say something small like, "Hey, I don't want to eat meat 2 days out the week." That can translate into like you losing some weight or something like that, and or hey, I only want to eat between this window on these certain days. You start like getting these little minimal goals, and once those minimal goals start compiling, that's when you start seeing results in your own life. And that's what I think a lot of people gotta go with, like, because New Year's resolutions is just a reset, and it's a good time to reset because we all fall off sometime in the year. I mean, we're all human, so it's a good reset day. January 1st, Monday, whatever, is a good reset day. Yeah. But when you do that reset to where you can build your shit back up, build your confidence back up.
Okay, so what about for you for 2022? Because we ain't asked you what you good? Because you just gave some good fucking information. You know what I'm saying? That's smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop setting yourself up for fucking failure. You're right. What did 2022 look like for you and your resolution situation?
I didn't necessarily have any resolutions. I didn't want to really change anything about myself. I just had goals. I had 10 goals. And I think I only got 3 of them accomplished. One was to not drink January and February.
Got that.
No, I just got January. I didn't get February. Another one was to get to 215 pounds. I got down to 225 last year. Did not get to 215. Get my roof fixed, which I so happened to do at the end of the year. Saving a certain amount of money, which I definitely did not do because
Spending that roof money.
Yeah. Not only that, but vacations, going out on Fridays, getting towed down. You know what I'm saying? Like it just didn't work out like I was supposed to.
Yeah.
Another one of mine that I'm really disappointed in myself about is I told myself I would read one book a month.
Mm-hmm. Didn't get it.
Didn't do it, and that right there that bothered me a little bit because I have a lot of time, outside of work. Mm-hmm. Even outside of us doing our podcast, that's a lot of time for me to sit down and actually read a book. And one a month should have been easy as hell, but it wasn't.
It didn't happen.
You know what I'm saying?
I
got
a question about that real quick while you're on that. Why is reading like the measurement of something? Like
it's information.
No, what I'm saying is, why can't I gain? I watch documentaries. I watch why do you say read one book a month? What does that do for you? Why is that a reason?
Reading it helps you improve your vocabulary. It helps you focus.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It'll put your mind in a place where you're actually learning some shit as opposed to being distracted and doing multiple things. I actually used to enjoy reading when I was a kid. I don't know where it got lost in translation as I got older. Maybe when I picked up a football, I kind of put some other things to the side. But I think it's a healthy way to learn some things and retain it. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to watching it visually on a TV. That's just me personally. But that is different from person to person.
Right.
But like I said, I know that it's definitely beneficial for us, especially with motherfuckers that got lax vocabulary to where they don't know many words and all the rest of that stuff. Like, I mean, it's a big deal, man.
I think so. Like, what the only point that I was making in that is that I think you're right. I 100% believe that you're right. When I was a kid, I used to love reading too, but I have ADD, so like I used to always like have to do something else. Like I just couldn't focus, right? So documentaries kind of center me. It makes me kind of read. What the point that I'm making is people kind of associate reading as in you're smart or you're educated or you well developed. You
are educated if you
right,
read a lot.
But what I'm saying is you can be all of that what we just said and not read. Like not saying you can't read, but you don't read
regularly.
Right. So what I'm saying is like a homeboy of mine was like, man, you got to read. If you haven't read the such and such, whatever, then you know what I'm saying? You don't really know what you're talking about, bro.
You got some trauma in his life.
I can learn everything that you talking about another way. You know what I'm saying? Like there's other ways of learning.
He got some trauma in his life.
And I understand that. I understand exactly what you're saying. But then you start looking at the people that you admire and the people that you've grown to respect, as far as whether it's a celebrity or a football player, whatever, you know what I'm saying, somebody prominent in the community. These are things that they found essential for them in their growth. We talk about Jay-Z. Jay-Z read 48 Laws of Power. Jay-Z reads a lot.
Bro, video like that's controlled by somebody different. You know what I'm saying? Like that it takes a lot for it to get on there. Anybody could write a book, you know what I'm saying? So like literally the good information is in the book. The stuff that you see on TV is the stuff that they've curated really
Kanye
heavily.
West has never read a book. I'm gonna just put that out there.
And which is why you say the dumbest shit ever.
He went to college.
What? Yeah. Nah, no, I'm fucking with y'all.
Stop playing. Stop playing, bro.
I'm fucking with y'all. But yeah, I get what you said. But the thing is, though, anybody could put anything in a book. Anybody could create anything. You ever heard Fahrenheit 151?
It's up to you what you just like what you watch on TV. It's up to you what you regurgitate and how you implement it in your life. You don't necessarily.
Because Kyrie Irving read a book. Or maybe he saw a documentary.
He saw a documentary,
big dog.
But I think it's good to be
reading is fundamental.
Yeah.
Do you read a lot?
No, I do not read a lot, but I don't necessarily read books. I like to read articles and
see
like
that's the
I like
thing.
to read articles and like
especially nowadays, like that's the thing. We read so much, but we don't read books. Like think about how much you read, like through articles and text, and then you'll find something and then go Google it and then read the whole. Like I do that often. I'll go read an article based off. Like I'll be watching a movie and then I say like Avatar the other day. I was watching Avatar, the new thing. Mm-hmm. Then I started looking up, like some of the things that they was talking about, and I started reading articles based on what the Avatar thing is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we read a lot, but I get what you're saying about reading an actual text that is center based. But the thing is, I don't like nonfiction. I like fiction. So
read fiction books, nigga.
What I'm saying is, but what does that do for me? Like that's just reading stories.
It stimulates your mind. It allows you to sit down and focus, Marcus. It puts your brain in a different position, bro. Pick the fucking book up and shut up.
That's gonna put my brain in a different position.
I'll tell you this. Go ahead, Tony.
I'm just like watching X2.
So here's the thing: like if I'm watching a documentary,
that's
like you chicken on. Just like what the
Porno Plus looking at it.
Talking about you watching documentaries. We know what you watching, bitch.
But pornos is documentaries, bro.
The reason why we harp on actual like reading is because if I'm sitting there watching a documentary on TV, guess what I'm gonna do? Oh damn, that's cool. Oh damn, that's cool. Phone in hand. How often do you not have your phone in hand when you're watching TV, or your phone isn't right by you when you're watching something on a screen? When you're reading the book, you're not going to pay attention to that screen because you're going to lose focus of where you at. So it does make you focus. That's why I say it is fundamental.
I'm saying, like, if especially nowadays, this generation, think about this generation, right? They grew up with phones in hands. They woke up with phones in hands. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you think about this generation, bro, they have learned, like, to multitask in a way that's different than what we've learned. So, yeah, you're right. I can look at my phone while I'm watching TV and know the whole storyline of what.
Man, bump all that. Them niggas ain't multitasking. Bro, you don't have kids. When them niggas got them tablets in them hands, nothing else matters, bro. It ain't. I'm talking about nigga. We had this conversation all the time, bro. Put the fucking tablet down while we walking through the parking lot.
Straight up.
You about to get hit?
Hey, real talk. I take it from my daughter. I take it from her. Give me a hand.
Yeah.
I take it from.
I try to let him carry it so he could get. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna be able to take it from him all the time. So I just like let him put it by your side, my nigga, and let's walk. But because when them faces is in them things, ain't nothing else matters, bro. You would like them to multitask, but
and then reading gives you the opportunity to venture into another world. It offers you an opportunity to dream.
Yeah.
Because those are the things I remember from reading when I was a kid. Like any of the Mark Twain books or anything like that. It gives you an opportunity to start going into it and diving into another world that isn't the world that you're currently sitting in.
Right.
And then, with that ability to dream, you can utilize all that, thinking outside the box. That'll be something that you can use within your adult life as far as, moving forward or not being afraid to do certain things or just having an innovative mindset in order to, make some shit shake.
You think Real Housewives is drama? Open up a book that's what you like to read, fiction, and I'm telling you some of the wordplay that these writers use take you in different places.
Are you saying that you want to read more?
My nigga, we not finna be talking about reading so much.
Or just like.
Acting like, why are you acting like you don't know the benefit in reading?
I don't
we
know what
spending 20 minutes talking about reading.
It takes you to another world. Are you saying what you want to do is read more books?
I just want to read more. I just want to read more. Period.
It don't matter, like, because most people when they say that they want to read like environmental books.
I can read everything, man. Like one of my favorite authors is Dean Koontz. And Dean Koontz, if anybody's aware of the type of shit that he writes, that shit is it's science fiction. I'm a more science fiction based reader, and he be going all over the place. Whether it's with Hideaway, which they made a movie of, or whether it's some of his other.
I read that book.
Yeah, Hardaway was man. The show was good. I wish they would redo that. But yeah,
the last
time we spending 20 minutes talking about reading, and you
reading Rainbow, bro. If you grew up on reading Rainbow,
Rap Dog Grab.
Rap Dog Grab. Rap Dog. Hey, read a book, do a report, get a book.
I never heard of Rap Dog.
You ain't make no money.
Rap Dog Grab.
I never. You know what I'm saying? I got like $20. You know what I'm saying? By doing that shit.
You get Rap Dog?
No. Listen, it's called Rap Dog Gab. Read a book, do a report, get a buck.
Read a book.
Do a report. Get a buck.
Hold on, what the fuck? Where they did that at?
Yeah, they used to give you a little paper,
and
then you would take it home, write the book that you read, and then your parents had to sign it.
They did us dirty in Port Arthur. What they did was they gave us a pizza party for the most people that could read. So, like, if your team,
low expectations.
They did us dirty. In the pizza
Can't read in PA.
In the pizza party, they used to bring Little Caesars 5 pieces. Nigga, it's 20 of us in here. Okay?
The last 2 books that I read Charlemagne's first book, and then I read Emmanuel Acho, the one that's on Fox Sports.
Yeah,
he has a book.
Yeah.
You read his book,
Acho.
nigga.
Yeah.
You read the book.
He's smart as hell. He's smart
He
as
has
hell.
a brother.
just
That's the
fucking with
only
you.
reason why I
I'm
was
fucking
like
with you,
Emmanuel, because I forgot his other brother's name.
Well, okay.
Why do you think that? Because it's not. I like I said, you gave some good nuggets on there, like creating lofty expectations for yourself at the beginning of the year. Sometimes like you don't even create a big expectation for yourself. It's something small, and you just don't do it. What happens in those situations where?
That's just on the person. Shit, man. Like at the end of the day, it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know I've said that on a couple of questions, but at the end of the day, it's you. Shit, if you don't get it done, then it's on you.
How you handle it when you miss those? Does it bother you when you personally when you miss a goal or a resolution?
No, I go off percentages. I go out and more specifically, I go off of baseball percentages.
The engineer,
you know what I'm saying? Like if a nigga can be hit the ball 30% of the time and still be a Hall of Famer, then I can hit 30% of my damn goals and still be winning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with hitting 3 out of 10. If I'm 3 out of 10, I feel like that was a good year, and I hit 3 out of 10 last year.
I just don't like the whole. It could be me. I don't like the whole, and I get why people do it on New Year, on New Year, January 1st. I get why it's after the holidays, it's after Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I get it. But I don't like when people wait. Like if you know there's a problem in May, it's a problem in June, July, or try to get to that problem then and don't wait. Like that, like when I said that one of my resolutions was, increase salary, I was trying that. I didn't just start, just for the new year. I was trying to get there. And then, lo and behold, I started my new gig on January 3rd, 2022. So that was automatically.
That's an easy one, though, Tony. Like, that's directly affected. That's your bread. Like, that's, for most of us, that's the most important thing anyway, right? It's the ones that's like lose 15 pounds or fixed it. All I'm saying is an occupation is like something that's easy for you to like pursue throughout the year because the motivation behind it is more bread. You know what I'm saying? Losing weight, like it's tougher. Like when you have to set that kind of goal to think about.
Okay, but why? Even then, why wait? Like even then,
I got to answer
like
for
if
you.
you know. Hold on. If you know that you are like you need to lose weight. You should not be waiting until, especially the holidays, because more than likely you're gonna be eating even more. So you should start. You should definitely get a head start and not wait. That's all. My thinking.
So Tony, the thing is though, like somebody told me this a long time ago, older guy. Humans are linear people, right? Like we see things in a line. Like we see things beginning and an end. So you got to start and you got to stop. So you can't even think about eternity because it don't make sense to us. So when somebody, like what you're saying is just start right there.
No, I'm saying try to start before January.
I know what you're saying. But what I'm saying is we have to start it at a time. We have to set a date. You know what I'm saying? For us, so every Monday or January the 1st or I'm going to start in June the 6th, or I'm going to start it on my birthday, or we have to set that for us to be able to like complete this or like figure it out.
And
Like our brains can't even figure it out if
makes
it's
sense.
start now.
I think that's why I think
think about
most people
just start
trying.
anything right now. Like right now, just
I didn't
start.
say
Well,
right
it's
now,
not
but
anything.
it's not procrastinating and waiting.
But
when
most
you know
people-
something is when you know something is an issue and something that you need to work on, there's no sense of procrastinating that like waiting to okay, I'm just gonna start on January 1st. But when you have time to try to start correcting an issue, it could be an issue. You may just want to lose weight. You may just want to do something for yourself. If you can do it beforehand, before January 1st, try doing it.
But most people work on that shit throughout the year. Like the problem ain't that, you know what I'm saying, niggas don't work out all year, right?
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that you don't establish any consistency because when you gain weight, it ain't you went to the gym last year.
Not all the time.
You went to the gym last year. You just didn't go as consistent. You had pockets in the year.
Oh, I fell
where,
off.
Yeah, where you was like inconsistent. And
October, it was.
that's usually how it go. You know what I'm saying? Boys be making strides. I think people be making strides. They're trying to do it, man. It's just I don't. You just get overwhelmed on some. There's always something. I think the New Year's is like that thing that you struggle with. It's like, all right, like you said, reset right now. I got to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Now I really got to do it. Now I get a chance. It's a fresh start in my head on the calendar because we linear.
Right.
But we.
So
Yeah.
see what you think.
I agree. I agree with you in regards to setting a date gives you time to prepare for it. Mm-hmm. But I do also agree with Tony with don't set that date 4 months from the day, you know what I'm saying, that you know it's a problem. Like that's silly, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, now I know I'm eating bad in June, but I'm gonna continue to eat bad. I'm gonna continue to eat bad the rest of the year and then start on January 1st.
And then you say, oh, and look, June, that's another 6 months. And then you're like, oh yeah, I want to lose X amount of weight. But you didn't already gain even more weight. And now it's still like it's gonna be even harder. Like certain stuff you just don't need to wait. Like,
You know what's so crazy?
To do it.
By the time you start, you be like, man, if I would have started that shit back,
Bro,
I would have lost 20 pounds.
Bro, a nigga will lie to that. We will lie to ourselves all year long. That's what it is, dog. It ain't.
And this is the big problem with New Year's resolutions. This is the big problem with it. This is the problem that I have with it. Is that people, when they set these New Year's resolutions, they primarily focus on the end result and not the habits they need in order to get to that end result.
And
so that's
drop a pin. You got
no, we ain't got no.
Damn,
we don't have no buttons. But that's But that's the thing, man. Like that, and that's what I've been trying to explain while we've been doing this podcast. We need to understand that habits translate to wins.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And everybody says it around us. We watch sports. Dion says it. If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit can be implemented and applied to anything in our lives, bro.
Damn. You know need to read that. You need to read that book, Mark. Habit stacking.
I watched the documentary though.
Go ahead.
And that's the thing. That's the thing about people with these resolutions, man. Like you have to implement good, solid habits that you know you can keep up with. So in the moments that you do fall off, you know you can get right back on them habits. Like if I'm doing this daily, if I'm going to the gym 5 days a week, and then 1 week I take off, I know I can get right back into that habit that I just made for myself. Because what they say when you do something, for 3 weeks?
22 days.
22 days, it becomes a habit.
Yep.
You got to create the habits, man. Got to create the consistent habits, and them consistent habits are going to put you in a position to get that either that bread, get that body, get that breezy, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Bread, get that head.
I ain't gonna lie though. Like girls don't have to. They habits don't have to be 22 days. They could just find a nigga for 2 weeks.
Oh my God! Shut up! Shut up!
Nah, because like real shit.
Most people, Steve, don't even.
Dominican Republic, DR. Them girls go DR. It take about a week to get their body done.
Yeah,
they got to come back home. Yeah. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Sit down.
They got to work up that 6,000 though. So they got to.
They don't have to work it up.
They do got to work up that 6,000.
They do got to work that money.
They don't got to work that.
They got to do some type of work.
Either way, that's work. You got to put in that work to get that 6,000, get that board.
Yeah, man.
Most people probably don't even sit down when they make their New Year's resolutions and develop a plan to actually execute it. When you said that, I was like, damn, I could think about some of the years I actually made resolutions, and maybe one time, that was last year, did I actually sit down and make a plan for executing that resolution. Yeah. Dang.
But hold on, is that a thing? You supposed to like sit down and make a plan?
I mean, it would help you.
I thought it was a whole just yell out shit. I thought you just yell out shit.
That's exactly what it is.
I want a bigger dick.
But I think, but honestly, doing that YOLO, I think that's why people always end up falling off.
Yeah.
You don't have no plan.
Yeah, you're right. When you said about the habits, bro, I was like, damn, he right though, because
great habit.
What they saying about with faith without work is what?
Dead.
Faith without work is
dead.
Done button. Get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Done.
So, all right. So, I got to ask you this. You know what I'm saying? We're going to wrap this up in a little bit. But I'm going to ask y'all this, though. Pertaining to this podcast, what are the habits or the goals that y'all have for us?
I'm trying, first and foremost, I'm trying to get my wardrobe together so I can keep bringing these drippy fits for you niggas every week.
That nigga said drippy fits.
That's number one. I'm working on the beard. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair. This nigga Marcus, though. All right. Nah. My bad.
Marcus all up in my liquor collection and shit.
Nah, I'm good. I'm looking at your thing. Like, no. Number one, first, fuck all what y'all talking about. Number one is produce consistently, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? Why do we have a podcast if people can't even know when your podcast go come out? You just drop some random shit.
Hey, watch how you come at us.
No. I'm gonna come at y'all because Steve know this. I've had this conversation with Steve, bro.
We've also talked about that.
Like,
too.
I'm on the sidelines chilling, and I'm the one talking about we podding today. Nigga, what the fuck am I asking for?
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, bro.
That's true.
Consistency.
That's true.
Well, we talked about that. Consistency, and Steve has gotten on me because consistency for the podcast starts way before Saturday. So, and that's a little bit on me. It's getting us together during the week. We did fall off. Now, I can say that, and me staying consistent with and staying on top of the things I need to do. Yeah, t-shirts, that's under me. Definitely gonna have them out. Making sure that we have something tangible to talk about every time we're gonna meet. That's on me. Staying consistent.
That's not only on you though, but we got a group chat where you know what I'm saying.
But within us, that's my I just named my two responsibilities.
Yeah.
Those
hold on,
are
Marcus. Hold on.
My responsibilities that we pointed out to each other. Hey, this is you. You start with this. You know what I'm saying? Because Steve is a technical guy. Like this, if niggas was wanting me to do this, we'd never have a podcast because that ain't my lane, fam. Like. Doing all the video and editing, that ain't me. That's Steve. So Steve has to do that. And we've talked to Steve. Hey, fam, we need these. If we going to say they going to come out on this day, they need to come out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just named the two things that I know I need to take care of, and I'm going to be a lot better at it.
Yeah, I think it's mainly that consistency piece, bro. It like for us, it doesn't fall under. And we on season 4. So as hard as we want to be on ourselves, bro, like you said, that 30%, I feel like we've gotten 30% better every single season. Now it's just a different 30% that we got to do. We got to stream live because that's just going to take us to another level. Yep. We got to get consistent, and we got to help you post because, you've done such a great job keeping the consistency on our social media, like TikTok. I mean, that nigga be secretly posted on TikTok and niggas don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to get, I definitely got to get more consistent in helping out, posts on social media. Man.
Yeah.
I'm just drew a blank on as far as that.
Just consistency.
Consistency is number one thing.
See what you say.
I mean, I'll just jump on the same boat. That's the same thing. Yeah, but
because it is a big thing.
It is a big thing. But for me personally, what I want to get accomplished is not only get out to a broader audience, but also with my job, make it easier for myself. So, and I have ways of doing that because I am the technical guy. Mm-hmm. So I am figuring out ways to make my job easier, which will make everything easier for us. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing that I want to work on. because, like you said, like we discussed, we go a mile a minute for a little while, and then kaput. So now it's time to think. It's time to work smarter and not harder. And working harder is not indicative of anything other than you just breaking your back to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways to make shit happen. There's other ways to get things accomplished, and we just got to, put our brains together and make sure we're doing this shit in the most efficient way as possible. And that's what I want to do this year. I want to just work more efficiently, and develop a work flow that's good for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking about just speaking about technical stuff, I do want to like cut more videos this year. Like you said, making it smarter, like not using the computer as an excuse, like using my cell phone as a resource, because a lot of these people are cutting their videos on the phone for real. Yeah. That nigga has been preaching that shit for forever, but it's the truth, Yeah. It's just establishing that consistency and doing that shit. So
yeah, and outside of the podcast, I'm getting a 215 this year. Like last year, I fell off, but I'm getting a 215 this year, bro. I'm like that. I have a plan in place.
Shut your fat ass up.
Yeah, I'm a big nigga right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm hustling.
You ain't about to get no 215.
I'm getting a 215. I'm definitely gonna get the 215 this year.
Tell that nigga right. That nigga keeps talking about that.
I know.
Shit. I know. Been talking about that shit for 10 years, bro.
I got down there in 2017, 16.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did get to 213. Yeah,
I got a 210. No, 211.
After
I didn't get the 210. I got the 211. I just started grubbing again.
Yeah,
that's when I was in tip top.
Tony, what you trying to get to 195, 190?
I'm 178 right now. I'm good.
God damn, you a small. I will beat the shit out of you. Like dead ass. Like,
you think so?
Oh God, I will fuck you up.
You think so? You think so, nigga? I thump you in your kneecaps, boy. You just said you had bad knees.
Hey, I'm not trying to fight you. I'm gonna grab your ass soon as I get home.
You gonna be trying to grab and be taking knuckles straight to your goddamn chin.
Pause. By the way, you better. Pause. By the way,
all you gotta do is step on this nigga's shoes and he'll start crying and shit.
Nah, don't step on my shoes, bro. We don't play them games.
I'm gonna tie his fat ass out.
Niggas know we don't step on Jordans.
This nigga got a Adidas hat on with some J's on.
No, it's not Adidas. It say add Jesus. Nigga.
Oh, that's a knockoff Adidas. He just admitted that shit. bro.
I was waiting on you, boy.
You get on me, bro.
I was waiting on you, boy. No, I'm not. Hey, Ray, on some real though, like I think New Year's resolutions, what we was talking about for real. I think that like coming to a realization that all you trying to do is create an environment for yourself to grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't achieve it, you trying to make yourself think to grow. Like, we are minds people. We are people, bro. Like, everything happened from our brain. So if you say to yourself, like, man, I want to be 215 and you 280. When you get to 245, maybe you don't make it to 215. But you like, bro, I lost 35 pounds. I feel good about myself right now.
Hey, good mindset, but don't go to Equinox talking like that. They do not fuck with New Year's resolutions like that. Equinox, the gym.
Who's the gym? They kind of got mad. So you know how people be doing this mad dash. Oh yeah, I want to lose all this weight. I'm gonna work out.
Oh, they stop niggas from.
Hold on.
They stop niggas from signing up.
No, they got a no. What is it called? No
new members.
No, in January they did a no new members in January. But they had a name for the fucking movement, dog.
That's crazy. That's where they make the most money.
They said they not welcoming new gym members because that Equinox is, if anybody doesn't know, they are considered a luxury.
Yep.
A luxury gym or whatever you want to call it. It's like $200 a month to be a member there. So they pushing that luxury tidbit. I don't know why they would push that. It's like that doesn't happen at those kind of gyms.
On some real shit. Exclusivity makes you want it more. They will get so they can raise
Nigga,
their
it's
rates.
exclusive. Who just signing
Well,
up to
I'm
pay
saying is they can
$200 a
raise
month?
their
$200 for a gym membership when you can
But they
literally
can raise
go
their
pay
rates.
10.
You don't have
if
to listen. You don't have to shit on my New Year's resolution to not make me pay $200 a month. I'm not coming, nigga. It don't matter.
Well, obviously somebody was coming. It was a bunch of people that they turned away.
Well, I'll say this. For your new gym members, just don't be on your phone so damn much hogging up a station. That's it. Just don't be on your phone doing it. That's it. Other
See,
than that,
I don't mind
get
that
to work.
shit. Because what I do is, what happens is when they on the station, I'll be like, hey, let me work in with you. And I don't wait for them to talk.
Yeah.
I just go in and work in with them.
But some people,
I mean,
they be wanting the station to themselves. If that's you, then try to limit your phone, like being on your phone, just sitting there chilling. That's all.
And Planet Fitness is always. I don't give a shit about Equinox. Like Planet Fitness is open.
for
You got
Fitness Connection,
Dynamic Fitness. It's 24-hour
LA
LA,
Fitness,
Lifetime.
Gold's Gym.
So I mean, if Equinox wants to act like that, then fine.
Go somewhere.
So
Boys
be it.
was heard about it.
I've never even heard of Equinox.
Yeah, neither.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about it until we talked about it before this podcast.
Literally, people was heard about it, bro. It's so silly to me.
There is I ain't gonna lie. There's a live ass gym in Dallas. My boss go work out at. I don't know if it's Equinox, but anyway,
Equinox is a live gym. It's
like what I'm
luxury
saying
gym.
is they have like cameras like this, like our cameras, like little ring cameras and shit. So
Maybe
you can
Alpha
take
Land.
pictures
It's
and
Alpha
shit,
Land.
like
Yeah,
take
yeah,
photos.
yeah,
like
yeah.
they do that shit for bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Like it's a
that's cool.
bodybuilder.
Social media
that's
influencers.
cool.
Influencers go like Alpha Land.
Influence too. Yeah, it's an influencer.
That's what I say. That's why I say when I get 215, I'm gonna be right up in there with
You gonna
the
be in
ball.
Alpha Land?
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna take that? You gonna and nigga gonna take his talent? He gonna
You
take
ain't
his
about-
talents to fucking
You
fitness
is not about to
Instagram.
be no bodybuilder at 215.
215, but I'll be built like I'll be built like Mike Tyson, bro.
That nigga gonna be in there get fit with Steve.
Yeah.
You gotta do double arm rows, then superset.
No, I know you small niggas. You in the gym doing this, but this is for us big niggas. All right, look, you gotta do it like this. All right. Don't worry about it.
Hey, eat your carbs. Eat your carbs.
Nah, I ain't gonna be. Nah, that ain't even my stilo, bro. That ain't nowhere near my stilo. Hey.
Lame ass nigga. Shut your
your
bitch ass up.
Hey,
Real talk.
this concludes another episode of the Millennial Mayhem podcast. Season 4. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget to follow the.
And on TikTok. And on add TikTok too.
God damn, I was going through it before you cut
All right,
me off.
my bad. Just make sure you add that. TikTok is big.
Don't forget to follow the Instagram. Go follow the TikTok. Go subscribe to the YouTube. And we're gonna get this shit better next time because this nigga Marcus just fucked up my whole little spiel. Hey, we appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, till next time, peace.
Peace.
I ain't got time for the book. Okay, all my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch. Yeah, your bitch might get bull. If you see us in the streets, no talking, let's go. No time for hating. I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't got time for the bull.